From fashion to feng shui, it's not something you normally think about, how you arrange or place the books in your home. But our next guest says there's really an art to displaying your favorite reads. Feng Shui expert Carole Hyder is here with the details. Good morning, Carole. Good to see you again. Yeah, it's not something I normally think about. I'm just thinking about how to child-proof the home, you know, and keep the books out of harm's way. But there's actually a method to the madness here.
There is definitely a method to the madness, and it's an area where people can get out of control really quickly.
Yeah.
They just start buying books and collecting them, and they put them in, and then all of a sudden there's just stacks and stacks of books.
Well, you brought some tips with you today to help us, and let's just jump right into them. You say maintain your books in an upright horizontal position. Don't stack them flat.
Well, just so that they're one way or the other. They're either totally horizontal or they're totally vertical, because it gives it more of a uniform look. Otherwise, it's, for instance, this particular photo, I mean, that's a lot of books, but it's really maintained an order amongst all of the diversity of it, so that you aren't just looking at, and this is a nice look, too. Just, there's a little bit of some angles, but there's some space in between them. There's a sense of intentionality, like you've really planned that.
And there was feng shui there, don't fill up one shelf at a time, just kind of save.
Right.
Okay, that's legal, within the rules.
Yes, that is legal.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm kind of being somewhat serious, but
yes,
you know.
that's very good. That's a very good plan. Yes.
You say tip number 2, never store your books in a bedroom, and I'm kind of intrigued why.
Ever? No, they're what we call that feng shui noise.
That's feng shui naughty.
Or that.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, and you just don't want all that in the bedroom. It's too much going on. Those are opinions. Those are people's ideas, and it's hard to sleep with all that. But not only if they're on bookcases, but also if they're under the bed.
Oh, really?
You don't ever want to store books under the bed.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Never,
makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Having books near the front door sends a positive message, and I can see this. It sends a message that you're well-read and scholarly.
You're intellectual. And actually, books, if they're done well, can be anywhere except in the bedroom. And so here's a nice look. You know, there's some space. It's attractive. There's some artwork. There's, you know, it can flow a little bit, and it's close to the front door.
No, very good.
It's a nice look.
Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of it for me is you put the books wherever the bookshelf is. I mean, when you're moving in, it's like put it there, and
because there's a shelf there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so sometimes those shelves really shouldn't be bookshelves, bookshelves at all. They should be shelves for artwork, or even some photos, or plants, or flowers, not just completely filled with books.
Try to keep books from being above your head when sitting at a desk.
At a desk, because it feels oppressive. Because when you sit, you're even lower than when you stand. So now those books have maintained even a higher perspective from you. And so it isn't that the shelves would ever give way, but there is that small potential. It's just that they're heavy, and you're looking up at all these heavy books and these notebooks and things that you have that are correspondent to work, and you just feel oppressed.
Yeah,
it's a heaviness about it.
I can see that. Okay, think of your bookshelf as artwork, and I suppose so many colorful book covers and everything, really.
Right. Well, you know what I've done? Here's an example of what I've done. I've taken all my feng shui books and color-coded them. I mean, it's an odd thing, but I have all my red books together, I have all my blue books together, and I realized that I can access those actually easier by color, because I remember the cover color before I remember the author.
Yeah, as opposed to just alphabetizing them. And having
that's one way to organize them, but color is another way.
Did you hear Corbin at the top of the show said she collects red books? Is that good? Is that good feng shui?
Well, I think so. I've never heard that. I've never heard that before.
That's our Corbin.
But there she's taking books as artwork. She's really making them into something.
So it makes perfect sense.
That's right.
Did you happen to look over your shoulder at our bookshelf, and it's a feng shui no-no?
Well, but you've got some art on there.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what's real attractive about it.
All right. And final tip. I believe that's all of them.
That was it. Cover have doors. If you've got a messy bookshelf, then go and put some doors on the front of it, because it will just minimize the frenzy. Okay. You just close the doors.
So put doors over shelves to keep order.
That's right.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much, Carole. Appreciate it. Great tips. For more feng shui ideas, or to find out about Carole's upcoming seminars, log on to showcaseminnesota.com and click on the Tuesday link. We've created a link to Carole's website.